I'm back, and right now I'm going to be doing an album review. Yep, whenever, since horror month, if I don't do an album review, it's going to be a horror movie, and vice versa. And right now I'm going to be reviewing the latest thing from No Face. Anyone that's not familiar, No Face is a project that my friend Shane Twitch McConnell is doing. Um, and I'm going to put a link below for BandLab where you can listen to all the things yourself. So, yeah, this album right here, it, okay, either his things have really grown on me, or it's just simply gotten better. I really like this album. I'm not just saying that because he's my friend. I do see some improvement here. So, yeah, the album is called Soundscapes of Forgotten Sanity. And as you can see, the front cover is black and white. It's because everything is supposed to be like that. Like everything's all one way or all another way. There's no gray area in between. So yeah, he wanted this album to really like seep into your subconscious and have a bunch of double meanings and stuff. And frankly, because this is probably the best thing that Twitch has done, I would call this probably the one that does seep into the subconscious the most. He was heavily inspired by Canadian thrash bands like Razor and Voivod, and Aftermath from Chicago, Rigor Mortis, Slayer, Corner, Testament, Power Trip, Razor, Dark Angel, even a bit of Queens of the Stone Age and a tiny bit of Rush were influential for this. More time was put into this album, and okay, I have to give you this knowledge, okay? The best way to describe this album is old school thrash metal with a touch of ants crawling in your skin while you're wearing a straitjacket. That's the best way to put it. Best analogy I can use. So let me get into the songs themselves, okay? Reconstruction of the Mind is it's about having another start at your life and rewiring your thoughts for the positive way rather than any sort of busy way of stress filling your life and people breathing down your neck all the time. Exploration of yourself. It's progressive thrash with a bit of psychedelic nature to it. Um, yeah, it got smoother at around the 45-second mark, and that's pretty good. Oh, I should say, the solos on this were improvised, except for the rhythm riffs. The solos were improvised. It's almost 6 minutes, so it's kind of long, but it actually felt worthy of the 6 minutes. Like, okay, I always say no bad song can ever be too long. This is a good album of it. Oh, and also, Twitch's vocals are improving too. That's always been the one thing that I've said has been a drawback on his albums is his vocals. They're getting better now, so congratulations. Track number 2 is called Breaking Traditions. It's about being unconventional, but accepting that the audience are people that do follow music may not enjoy it, and it's okay because there's humility within yourself to create what your vision is. It's about individuality, not popularity. This one is also closer to 6 minutes, but it opens up with a really cool avant-garde solo, and that's another thing I like about Shane. He really likes to really push the envelope with everything and to try to push the boundaries, make something so original, and yeah, just really. Ah, I guess I already used the right words, but yeah, just really push the boundaries for everything. So the avant-garde soul stuff that it opens up with, I couldn't get enough of that. It was awesome. So there's not quite a minute of that, but we get to more of it like down the road as the song progresses, obviously. It gets calm at a part in the middle, like near the middle, and it's just great how he wants to try more of everything. When it gets calm and it gets heavier, it's just mind blowing. This is probably the best song on the album. Probably, okay. And I'll get into why I'm saying probably it's the best later. Desensitized hate is about hating something so much that you're numb to it and you completely lose your focus on those people that believe in you at some point but have a new mindset, but just keep the wheel turning. Read between the lines of people's thoughts and actions and putting up their mind games. This one's a minute and a half long. It is a little shorter, but this one seems to be a normal thrash song. But the last 20 seconds is just speeds up like a bat out of hell, man. It's really cool. The ultimate truth is about breaking free from the world around you, but also trying to get out of your own head. Psychologically, a positive, motivational song, and that's pretty good stuff there. It has some rock vibes and a little bit of CKY influences. The crazy opening riff and solo, like, oh my god, that was just crazy. While that was happening, some spoken stuff happened at around the 40-second mark. Now, that was a good idea, don't get me wrong, but I just thought that the music drowned out that the spoken stuff. But you know what, whatever. The rest of the song made up for it. And, if Shane were to redo this song a few years down the road when there's bigger and better production that comes about, all you need to do is just make it so that the vocals, so that the spoken words in the vocals are more heard, and it'd be perfectly fine. All right, I said that track number 3. Sorry, probably no. The track number 2 is probably the best. Yeah, the ultimate truth, also probably the best. I'm saying. Track number 5 is the intuitive song about picking up on people's energies. Using the 5 elements to create and being 3 steps ahead of everyone. This was a banger that was made with such anger and passion. Man, I can really feel for this. That's what I love most. I love most when you actually feel a song. This one's probably the one that I felt the most. I was impressed with all the songs on the album and proud of Shane. But yeah, in terms of sheer passion of the song, I'd say this one probably does it the best. That old school thrash feel, I absolutely dug. Is this also the best? Like, come on, we have, this song, okay, track number 5, and yeah, already the third song that I'm saying is probably the best on the album. Track number 6 is F plus / Peria Idiom. It's an instrumental, and Twitch told me that if he had words to it, it would describe the broken mirror being super glued back together, meaning that it's okay to fail because magic and healing of the mind comes to it. Now, that's actually a really good meaning for a song. So, yeah, this is a really good instrumental. I love it when instrumentals are this long and this complex. But I say that he keeps this song as is, uses the meaning of the lyrics that he was thinking about putting for this, put it on another song, and boom. That way we have 2 different songs, awesomely done together. But, that's just my opinion. So it's 7.5 minutes. And the solo past the 4-minute mark is totally wicked. It's called the best solo on the album. I wouldn't call this the best song just because the other ones I mentioned ones I call the best are simply better. But the solos on this song are the best. Track number 7 is called Stiffness. It's about musicians or people in general who are fake, hypocrites, backstabbers, snakes. It's all good, but the halfway point is when it shifts to heavier gear that we all knew was bound to happen, so it really didn't disappoint. It's awesome stuff. The last song is called Get With The Program. It's about having mental illness, well, bipolar, to be exact, but it's more about not thinking that you have it. It's not about to not. It's about putting everything into focus on something else, battling through it, bipolar. Which, if you're listening to this album, it happens to be music. This is a really good finisher for the album. So, what's my overall opinion on this album? Overall, it's a contender for the best thing that Twitch has done so far. I would call this my favorite thing that Twitch has done. The No Face Shapeshifter album was good, but this one's simply better. Master Destroyer projects were also good, but okay, here's ultimately the clincher for me that's making me call this one Twitch's best album. There's three possible choices as best on the album, and I couldn't even pick them. Those being Breaking Traditions, Ultimate Truth, and The Intuitive. And because of that, I really could not say which thing was the best out of those three. It's a three-way tie, and that's all. See, Twitch's other things that he did, I could say that one's the best, or that one's the worst, or whatever. This one, yeah, three-way tie. He's well on his way to making an album where you really can't pick a best song because they're all so great. Like an example that would be Chevelle's Venus Sarah. Well, from my opinion, at least. Twitch is well on that way to doing an album where you can't pick a favorite because they're all so good. This one, 3 contenders, 8 songs, and I'm sure that in his next thing, if it's 8 songs, there's probably going to be 5 contenders, and the one after that, all of them are going to be certain contenders. So yeah, definitely check this album out. I really enjoyed it. Congratulations.